Morning guys, Andy Demi here, hope you're well. So just finished up my morning trading session. So at the moment I'm doing a little bit more day trading because the markets are being quite squeezed. So I'm having to just trade off levels, smaller targets, and looking to kind of churn out some pips until volatility starts to kick back in. So really important that you're adapting your strategy. Anyway, that's a side note because today I just want to speak a little bit more about brokers. I know it's something that I've spoken about before, and not just brokers, but actually scams that are out there. Okay, there's things to be wary of because maybe things that I take for granted, having been in the industry for so many years. I kind of expect that everybody would know some of these things, but as my experience has been kind of speaking to quite a lot of traders or people that are new to trading, looking to get into trading, that is not the case. Okay, so the first thing is that I want to say is I kind of spoke a little bit about it yesterday, which is to kind of be really wary of people out there that are basically getting you to deposit small amounts of money into account and then kind of what they call play money, so a couple of £100, because what that is there is just like it's a carrot, and if they can get you to deposit a little bit of money and then show you some results on paper, then they will kind of try and push the greed inside you to put more and more and more money in, and that will eventually lead to a disaster. Okay, because they're basically there just to make the spread. Okay, make their commissions. Now those are the guys that are generally maybe salesmen trying to basically get you to deposit money, and if you make money, some of them may pay you out. And I say may because there's the other side as well, and these are the things that you must look out for. So when you deposit money with a broker, even if you have the intentions of you to trade it, okay, or they may say, typically these kind of scammy sites will say that they'll help you, they'll train you, they'll basically trade for you, give you advice, all that kind of stuff, which they shouldn't really be doing. But typically these guys are in unregulated markets. Okay, so they're not actually regulated by anybody like that is, let's say, of the better regulators. So ideally what you need to be looking for is an FCA regulated broker. Okay, so ideally, now when I say have an FCA regulated broker, what you want to kind of look for is, even if the entity that you are trading with isn't the FCA regulated part, have they got part of their business that is FCA regulated? Because that's going to give you a lot more comfort knowing that actually the FCA have vetted them and that they are actually really a decent company to work with. Okay, so there's no broker out there that necessarily really cares that much about you to sort of whether you're making money or not. They're going to make money, but at least you want to be trading with a broker that is reputable, that has an FCA license, and most importantly, what to avoid companies out there that are over-promising, avoid companies out there that are basically not regulated in I mean, even CySEC is better than nothing. Okay, so the Cyprus regulator, but ideally FCA number one, and then the Australian regulators I would say is number two, in terms of having a decent regulator. So if you wanted to trade with more leverage, which is sometimes what people do and why they go to, let's say, some of the companies that are not FCA, because the leverage would be less. Well, at least make sure that one of the entities has an FCA regulation, and that way you will know that your money is safe and protected. Because the last thing you want to do is put money into an account, think you've made all this money, go to withdraw, and then realize that actually you can't even withdraw. Okay, so one little thing you can do if you've got any doubts is deposit a small amount of money and try and withdraw the money out. And if you are kind of at the point where you're looking at a broker and you're not sure if it's legitimate or not, PM me, send me a private message, and or comment actually, because then other people can jump in as well. So if we end up getting lots of comments, I may not be able to come back to you quickly enough. So, and there's a great community of serious traders that genuinely want to help people. And then you've got a lot of, let's say, dodgy people trying to take your money, trying to sort of rip you off. So just be really aware of it, and use the community of serious people. There's great people that will be willing to jump in and help you, just check things out for you, just to make sure that you are essentially your money's safe. Okay, so hope it helps. Best of luck, good trading, take care, bye bye.